So I'm watching the Jawbreaker film, and it's so perfect. And the script as well is really weird because I can't remember when I last watched it. I don't think I've watched it in a long time. Or maybe I have, but I wasn't really I'm sure I watched it recently, but I wasn't really paying attention. It was more like just something I put on and ended up walking away or something. But I'm I don't know if I did that. I can't remember basically. But it's weird how I can't remember when I last watched this film. Was it a year ago? Was it 5 years ago? Was it 7 years ago? I have no idea. But I almost remember the script off by heart, which is just really bizarre because I'm going through it and I'm pretty much just like I feel like I can remember everything word for word. But it's really strange how they pick up on so many like little details. Like in the video that I made before, I was talking about how I only eat once a day, and then she sat on the table saying like, "Oh, I never eat at lunch. I only eat because I eat once a day, usually around 5 o'clock." So yeah, that kind of blends in with what she's saying. And I like the line where she says, there's only two things you need to remember: I made you, and I'm God, which is another sentence that she uses. And the whole yeah, when the girls were like, oh, she was like, oh, I'd love this to happen to me, and then the other girls were like, oh yeah, right, you have us killed. Yes, that's why I know I can say what I can say, and like whatever I'm setting up, whether it be me, sorry, the screen keeps freezing, but yeah, it feels like it's either me or something that changes into me every now and then because I feel like a different person every 5 minutes. But yeah, whatever. It's funny because what was I saying? I don't know. What was I saying? I was something. Well, yeah, it's just a funny film because um, what else can I say? Yeah, so it's like a battle of the bitches, I guess is the word. And it's also interesting because I was just having a conversation on the line on Facebook where I was saying how the full film that I watched 2 or 3 days ago, whenever it was, that was like lots of gods. I mean, the film was it could have been, I don't know. I thought I thought it was shit because they were only trying to save a bunch of kids that were trapped in like something, and I just feel like it. I don't know. I felt like it wasn't really doing that much. Like the overall story wasn't that good, but I like the whole idea of the battles of the gods, and it's almost like I don't know if that was what inspired me or if the film the film was being created because of this, or I don't really know times like this character, this Valerie character, as her name, Violet character, definitely reminds me of Gwen Stefani, and I've never like spoken or really talked about Gwen Stefani for a very long time. It was a long time ago that I was talking about her, and it's. I think maybe though I watched the film because it something. Well, I think it was just the Battle of the Bitches that reminded me because I was talking about Beyonce and Britney Spears having some sort of like which one would you prefer, and then it made me think of this film, and then I'm looking at it and think, oh yeah, she also reminds me of Gwen, and then the the Courtney character reminds me of Katy Perry, and because the whole film is about deception and pervs fucking in cyberspace or whatever, like I don't know, it's really nice how she's so strong and can just play it off like it's all just nothing, and I think that's really cool. I love this film, always have, and yeah, I, if I've got power to do things like this, I feel like the power is definitely getting stronger, and it's hopefully peaking soon, which means that it should be coming to an end soon. But I still really don't know what's going to happen. Well, I don't know. I literally do not know if I'm just going to end up coming back in 3 weeks. But anyway, um, what else do I need to say? Don't know. But yes, everyone should watch this film because it's pretty cool, and it's not insulting either. Like it's kind of gross in a way, but at the same time, I think people would get what it's saying.